unable to do what you want. You think I'm a thing.
Morning, Smarter Options. Ice King here. Okay, you can see here overnight. We kind of looked at the SPY yesterday. Just be careful, guys. We just want to make sure that this is a real rally, right? And so just let me zoom out here and show you something real quick. So we gotta be careful on these bounces like this because we want to make sure that the rally is real. You can see we had the steady decline, but you can see right here, right? There's a definite, as it came down, there's a definite support and resistance right here. Okay, we broke that, and now we bounced back up. But are we going to be able to break back through? And now, we failed this, so it's a resistance. We came back up. Is it going to be able to hold as a support? Is what we're waiting to find out. Okay. So we see. Let's see. I'm looking for it to hold, but I'm looking for us to continue. As I said yesterday, I don't really see how the market could dip real hard or take a nose or dive right now while everything else is booming. It's all kind of tied together, right? This is kind of unprecedented, but I just don't feel like one can fall without the rest of them falling. I'm sorry, Steady Lit was messaging me. Okay. So there's the S&P, there's SPY, right? Let's see, I was tracking this a little bit yesterday. I was looking at that on the 15-minute candle. You can see it was range around here. It broke, which it would just break that height of this. That's what you would expect. Okay. And that's where it's broken down to. So nothing too concerning here yet. Like I said, I just want to see it hold the 50 EMA. And we'd like to see this continue. You could even, no, you can't really do that. Never mind. Just need this to reverse and break back up and come positive again. But we see and then we see. Let's see how stocks are doing this morning. Yeah, everything's pulling back kind of pre-market, which might, as I said, hopefully we'll see that as a buying opportunity and some of these will get bought up. Well, BA had a good day yesterday. Give me some stocks you guys want to see. Let's look at some stuff. Otherwise, I'll just do a couple of charts. But like I said, we're running into the end of the week here. I just want to be careful and make sure that this rally continues so that we can finish the month strong. Anything else you want to see? Any plays that we're going to say? I'll just go look at Dark Knight and see what he played. We can look at some of his charts. Okay, so he did. So he just had that SMH contract. He bought it this day on this dip. Okay. Which it dipped down to support right here. And it's quickly reversed. So he did a really good job on that call. I think he took this right here. So it did go down lower at first. But if you took that with him the very next day, the next couple of days, it's been a great call. Baba. I took Baba yesterday. It's pretty beaten down from the China news, but usually he took a 10-1 call, so he gave himself a little bit of time here. He gave him till next Friday. But I think he's looking for a quick recovery or quick bounce on Baba. Some of these stocks overreacted with the China news, right? But some of that news is kind of reversed, and a lot of times, like last year when Trump was saying stuff about the Chinese stocks and they all dove. Once they dove for a week or so, and then they quickly reversed also. Nike, let's look at Nike. Oh man, that looks nice. That's a nice rebound right there, isn't it? Oh, it's down in pre-market. Wow, why is that down so much pre-market? Oh, I had earnings. They only surprised by 3%. Yeah, I don't even want to predict. It's hard to look at. Um, hard to look at earnings, guys. I would imagine this gets bought back up a little bit this morning. I mean, usually I always say that that earnings is built into the price already, but this has already been on a decline. So I don't understand. That's a big pullback for a regular earnings. Yeah, we just have to watch this at open and see if this is real. I don't know. Are you in a? If you guys want to put what you're in and how, morning guys. If you guys want to put in how what your call is or what your put is, your expiration stuff, that'll help me a little bit too. Man, that's been on a massive pullback since August. It's really been on a steady decline. Has the channel, it's locked in. Like to see it get brought back up into this channel here in the short term. We'll just have to watch this. That'll be interesting. I'll add that to my list. Like I said, supply chain issues, worried about deliveries next quarter. That makes sense. So yeah, this is probably, I would imagine it's probably just going to continue downward. Just last earnings, I surprised, but I mean, they were down at 127 last earnings. That might be a good put to take because they're going to probably be heading back down towards their previous price if they can't do stuff. You just wait to see how it opens. You don't need to rush and panic today, right? I mean, just see where it goes. Maybe this will get bought up in market. You don't know if the market agrees with what pre-market says. Okay, GM. I'd imagine. Did GM have earnings too? Did somebody say? No, they didn't have earnings. They said earnings August 4th. See, here's one here, just to give you guys an idea real quick with Nike. I mean, so here was a massive pullback, right? Market opened and it disagreed and it pulled right back up before ultimately agreeing. And I mean, earnings wasn't good and it totally set a new tone, but this has been on a recovery. Let's take a look at this here quick. Okay. We broke the 200 EMA. That's good. We didn't have enough to break through the 50 EMA. It's consolidating. So I'd like to really see this hold the 51.43. Okay. I just see it hold that. And then we want to see it break above 52.08 for a breakout. I don't really know how far out your expiration is, so it's a little tough. Oh, yeah, that's a good call on that one. You might see the whole sector get hit. That's probably accurate. I mean, guys, stock market, supply chain is maxed out, guys. It's ridiculous. Things are expensive. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, this is crazy. Things are overpriced. It's a weird, unprecedented times. So yep. So this prices on this that we're looking for above 51.44, or don't go below 51.43, 42, whatever, and let's get back above 52.08. Okay. Otherwise, right here, just kind of neutrally trading for the moment. Let's see here. Anything else? Snap. Supposedly nearing a major support level. Let me look. So it's already trying to break it. Well, it was. I mean, it's getting near a major resistance level. It's currently sitting on a support level right here. You can see that there's a support zone in this area right here between 78 and 78.50. There's a support zone. So it is right there right now. So to see how the zones pre-market, you can see it's also sitting on yesterday's support that it formed. So like in the short term here, want to see it hold 78.22, break out above yesterday's high of 80.10. That's what I'd be looking for. You also have this upward trend right here, okay, which is still going to play. It's still going to be in effect. It's had several points of contact where it's been validated. Okay, since we broke through this, that's going to act as a support also. So even if we lose this support down here, we've got support down at 77 right now, but longer it drags out, that support will keep pushing up. You can see this support line is also right here with the support that the algorithm is seeing. Okay. Facebook 10-8-350 calls. Yeah, let's look at that. Okay, so I think everybody's kind of expecting a market rebound here. Facebook got beaten down over some news. It's usually news that these stocks gets forgotten fairly quickly. If we can see the market rebounding, I imagine Facebook will get a rebound too. I think that's a great call as long as the market really is going to rebound, the Facebook one. Okay. Currently sitting on a support level right here. You can see that there's validated support points, resistance, support, resistance, support zone. So we're sitting there right now. In the short term, this is downtrending. Okay. But I imagine, yeah, this looks like it's consolidating. So we broke the 100 EMA. It's trying to rebuild to get back above. Like I said, we just need to make sure that the market really isn't a rally. That's what I'd be looking for today, or to end this week. Okay, but you got plenty of time on that. And you got 350 call. Yeah, if we can just get a breakout back above yesterday's open, we can see there's a resistance, support and resistance area right here. Here it was a support. When it gapped down, it started right. It got right. This candle opened right here at the 100 EMA. It came back up, got bought up, and hit that resistance, and then reversed. Okay, so this needs more strength. Just watch this one to make sure it's real. Crowd. Yeah, crowd's looking good on the rebound. I'd like to see it. It's sitting on a support right here. Also right where the lows of yesterday got. If this can't get bought up at open, it's going to probably sink lower and get down to 258. And then you've got a 50 EMA support at 257. Okay, but really we want to see the market continue to rebound this morning. So I want to see that go positive again. Well, they had some news. A guy stepped down. They had some privacy issues. So I mean, there was some reason for that. But like I said, usually those types of stocks, they get beat down that, and people just seem to forget it in about a week. Market is highly irrational, and not exactly. I mean, market runs on fear and hopes, guys. Hopes and dreams and fear. Okay, market's very scared. It's very temperamental, but it doesn't really run on reason. Okay, I mean, somebody will come out and say something, right, and it'll skyrocket, and somebody will say something dumb and it'll tank. Nothing really changed. It's just the market runs on emotion. You can't think of the stock market as running on common sense. I have not looked at Apple. I'll pull that up here in a second. So crowd, like I said, we're starting to do this recovery here. I'm not seeing any clear patterns really yet. It's because this market's been so choppy here with what's going on this week. So I'm just going to go off the near-term support levels. So I want to see it hold 259. Otherwise, we're going down to 258 here and then 257. Okay, so want to see the market disagree with this and buy this as an opportunity at open and start going back positive. Break above 264.34 would show us a bullish continued run on recovery. Apple. You can see we have this long-term support that's been building, support trend that's been building since July. Once again, several interaction points with it. When it failed it pretty hard. I already told you this the other day, but so you can see that this channel right here is building. It broke out, hit the first price target, and then reversed. And now we hit the first price target on the reversal side. So we just got to see. But in the short term, I want to see this get back above the 50 EMA. Okay. So I don't want to see this go any lower at open. If this goes any lower at open, it's going to try and reverse, I think, and go back down to the 100 EMA again. So I'd really like to see this. There's not a ton of support. There's a little bit more support down here at 144, but then it's probably going down to 140, 180. Like to see this get back above 147 to go positive, and I want to see it break through this trend line right here so that acts as a support again. Okay, so Apple, like I said, it all just depends, guys. Apple's going to follow the SPY. It just depends if this rebound is real. Okay? And try not to buy too heavy into the first day or two of a rebound, because like I said, a lot of times that's like a bull trap, right? Sucks us in, and then all of a sudden tanks, and we get effed. So just be careful with that. Should we do Etsy? No, Etsy. Once again, man, I need to start doing some of this shit. Here you can see this upward trend I drew here recently. It broke down. Now it looks like we're forming a new trend here. This one's actually getting the pattern again. Okay, so here's the trend line it's in. You can see on the shorter term here, it's building for some type of move. Okay, flag right here. It's sitting right at that support. Last part of this channel, we hit the top. If this breaks down right here at open, right, that would break down to the bottom of the trend line, so that makes sense. So probably going a little bit lower here before, and if this trend holds, then we'll be going back up to further build this pattern. That's what I'd be watching for. So I imagine a pullback to 220 area, 220, 221, depending on where it hits in here by the time it pulls back, and then like to see it, start building to go back up towards 230. So of course, if it breaks this trend line, then if it breaks that trend line, we're moving back lower to this support right here, this support zone. Okay. Now, so if it breaks below 220, I'd say you're going down to 212. Microsoft. broke down right here. First price target hit, then second price target rebounded, and same thing. Looks like I can see a little bit of a pattern here forming. Actually, that could be considered kind of a breakdown, right? If this doesn't pull back up right away, that'll be a breakdown. I got a nice pendant here forming. It's breaking out on the downside though, and so if that doesn't get bought up at open, it's probably heading back to this support down here, and then back down to the 50 EMA. Okay, so very important. I want to see this get back up. If I open in the first hour, it can't get back above, let's see here. Yesterday's low of 298. Really want to see it get back above that 300. That 300 is going to be a psychological resistance on Microsoft, and it would be a psychological support. So really want to see it get back to that 300. If it can't, like I said, we're probably going to have a pullback to 295 first. All right, guys. If you guys need anything, holler at me. I'll be in chat. Going to be converting some things over the weekend. Zantre's back. Working with daily breakouts. We'll see you guys in the room. Good luck, everybody. On track, now we gon' way up.